the mayoral forum that was put together was absent of any invitation, and that rubbed me wrong.
Wait, I have a text here from a call from Mike Johnson to you, and I have the date. I can read it. I mean, I'm not going to cite it here, where he called you and invited you. So answer that. Did you not hear from Mike Johnson inviting you?
So he's saying we spoke?
Yep.
No, we didn't speak. And matter of fact, you guys can, and because I asked this point blank yesterday at our meeting, I asked Mr. Arsenault and Commissioner Talaferro, did they get an invite, a formal invite, and both of them said no, in front of everybody. So there's some cross words there.
Let us not go down a rabbit hole that at the end of the day doesn't matter. Back to your decision, right. And if I said, because we've heard from a lot of people, Mario Chavez unloaded on those Republicans yesterday, specifically Louis Avalone. Tell us why that you made the decision you made, and in your mind, how it went at the meeting yesterday.
Absolutely. First off, and this needs to be said, Robert, I don't know if you guys watched the video. I know you guys weren't there, but I need to give some kudos to Commissioner Talaferro. He was super statesman. He was polite, and everybody took away what a great guy he was, and that needs to be said. He is a true gentleman, and he was very kind.
I
yesterday.
infer from that there were others who are not so polite.
I will just say that Commissioner Talaferro, he's a great guy.
So back to your reasoning.
When I received that picture, or let's say I saw it on Facebook as I was scrolling. I was at a hotel in Houston on Saturday, and I saw that. And I said, man, this is some event that I'm supposed to be at on Tuesday. I wonder why I wasn't given an invite. I wonder why I wasn't.
But you're on the committee. You know they have a monthly meeting.
Well, precisely. And I was not at that meeting because we had a committee meeting. So I reached out to committee member Leo Savage, and I asked him. I said, "Did you guys take a vote about this? Did you guys decide this?" And he said no. So it seems like there's something that's going on behind the scenes to push.
But you weren't their guy.
Exactly. And this is playing politics. And we, on one side, blame the other side, and the other side blames the other side, and we get to the point where, is it really about the progression of the city of Shreveport, or is it about a political brand? And I think from the get-go, when I told you guys, we have to shed those political identifiers and focus on the issues.
Pardon me, I may be misunderstanding, and I want to get it right because it matters. It sounds to me like you're saying I'm not a Republican anymore because they didn't invite me to the meeting.
It's not just that. It's that for far too long, far right and far left agendas have overshadowed the guys in the middle, the people that just want to go to work, that just want to raise their children, that don't really care about those political rallies and putting that bumper sticker on their car. They just want a city hall working for them. It's about time that myself and others, and I think this is a movement, I really do, that we start realizing that the people want more, and they just want people.
Are you changing your party affiliation, or have you already?
I already have. And you know, it's funny.
And is it independent?
Yes, I went no party. So
okay.
I went, and this is interesting, when I called the registrar of voters and I spoke with the registrar, he told me this. He said, I think that's a good idea. I'm the same thing. And when I went down there was a lot of happy people. Matter of fact, I even got business owners today that sent me text messages that said that, and they're right-wing Republicans, that said, I'm proud of you. I think that's a good job, and I think that's what Shreveport needs. And most importantly, because I was raised Catholic, left the Catholic Church, and now I go to a non-denominational church. My parents, they didn't disown me. Matter of fact, they're both Democrats. They were sitting right there front row. My dad never gets into politics. He never said anything. Last night, my dad posted publicly on Facebook, which I think is even a feat for him. He put, Mario, what you did today and why truly shows your love and concern for Shreveport. Some will get it and some won't, but don't let that ever stop or change your beliefs. You have the strength, the vision, the courage, and God all on your side. Besides many, many Shreveport resident followers, we all believe in your plan. And you. Keep it up, son.
Did you burn bridges? Did you burn bridges in that room, though, that if Mario Chavez makes the runoff against an Adrian Perkins or a Democrat, that those folks in that room, when you call them for money, because you're going to need them, they tell you.
You know, it's interesting you say that. So, first off, we'll address the money. We're already sitting at about $130,000. We've raised some money. Yesterday alone, after that, we got a call that somebody wanted to give us $15,000. Of course, we couldn't take $15,000, so we went over there and got 2 checks, $2,500 a piece, one from him, one from his wife. But that just goes to show that the money is not going to dry up. When people think, well, you need to depend on this party, that shouldn't be the case. At the end of the day, I don't think it's about the money. We have business owners behind us, because I've been in business for 20 years. But what we really need is voters behind us. We don't need big bucks. We need somebody that has ran a business that can do more with less. That doesn't need $500,000, but that can achieve the same results for $100,000 when it comes to marketing, advertising, and work. Isn't that the same person that you guys run in the city? Somebody that can walk in day one, that has ran a business for 20 years, and that has done more with less. That's the kind of leader that we need at City Hall, because there's not a lot of money down there. So someone has to go in there, balance the budget, and realize what is a necessity, what are the needs that we need today, and what can we do more with less.
At the meeting yesterday, at the Republican meeting yesterday, just the guys, the women in the audience, and they know a little bit about you. They've seen you around. They know you're running for mayor. You're on the commission. Is there concern that they might have come away from your talk yesterday thinking, why was Mario Chavez so antagonistic? Do you think, is it possible in your mind when you walked out of the room yesterday, did part of you go, I think I may have overdone?
Robert, when I walked out of there, you're right. I said, man, I feel like I was a little harsh. But then last night at dinner, a lady walked up and hugged me, and she said, I'm so proud of you. She said, you may have lost 15%, but I think you just picked up 65. And she said, and she goes to those meetings regularly.
You were elected to serve on the Republican Parish Executive Committee.
Right.
The voters put you there.
At the at-large position.
Right. You have now resigned that position, and you're leaving them without representation. Are they, if they're a little disappointed in you for that, how do you answer them today?
Is the PEC disappointed? We'd have to ask them.
Mm-hmm.
I know as recent as yesterday, I talked to 2 of the members that are on that board, and they still support me. They still support me and my mail campaign. One of those elected officials that was there yesterday came after the meeting to pick up signs to go around his district and put out signs for me.
Do you have a better chance of winning the mayoral race as an independent versus a Republican? That's what everyone is saying.
100%. 100%.
And is that why you did it?
That's part of it, Aaron. But at the end of the day, in that letter is exactly the way that I feel. I was shocked that I won re-election. I really am. The night of re-election, because in Southern Hills, it's 20% Republican. The numbers just didn't add up to where, okay, I'm going to walk away with the W. But when I won, it told me something. People are watching. People are watching, and they know that I'm working for them, and that's what they care about. And at the end of the day, if a letter is going to get in the way of somebody's decision, and I sacrifice my political future, as a leader, we make sacrifices. If yesterday I sacrificed my political future for the betterment of the city, isn't that what we need? That's what we need in a leader.